Welcome, Spurs fans. Spurs versus everything. All-Star recap. We're gonna talk about the festivity. It's All-Star weekend. I'm Greg. That's my boy Marshall.
Are we rebranding?
Are we branding Spurs versus everybody?
Hey, Spurs. He said Spurs was everything.
Oh, it is what it is. Lack of sleep. Got working, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah, it's been busy time for your boy. So yeah, but Spurs versus everybody. Not the rebound, just I guess the mishap, the bloopers edition. But yeah, Marsh. Where do you want to start All-Star weekend? Where do you want to start with? We got all kinds of Spurs in every competition, pretty much, except for the 3-point contests. Where do you want to start?
I mean, we had basically an inexperience that took out most of our guys when it came to the competitions.
Yeah, I would say Castle probably struggled, and he came up a little clutch at the end, but he definitely struggled in the bigger game, in the Rising Stars game. Carter Bryant choked at the end. The needed 47.5 on the last dunk, choked. Wimby, he did his thing. He did his thing. He set the tone. Everybody talked about how, he's embracing the face of the league, and he set the tone. And a lot of people played. We saw great defense from him and Kawhi. So he definitely got his flowers and his praise. But yeah, guys fell short. Ron Harper, wasn't as good as H2O or Corey Maggette helping the OG squad. That
Corey Maggette was on one. I was
like, yeah, Corey Maggette, and then H2O and the Knicks just kind of they put up that 47 to 39. But Corey Maggette was carrying. Like I thought he was going to carry to the win. He hit three half-court shots on one leg. I was like, is that Marsh? Yeah. Is that Marsh right there with the one-legged three-point shooters? He cooked, man.
Allen Houston, man, he still got it.
Yeah, H2O still got it. Still got the form. Still water. Shout out to him. Corey Maggette came through. I was kind of skeptical. I was like, why is Corey Maggette here? Like,
yeah, I know.
Of all people, I was like, Corey Maggette? All right.
That was random, but he still I was like, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Ron Harper looked cold.
Yeah, Ron Harper missed that layup. I was like, brother, it's going to be a long one.
And then who's the other one?
And he hit that jumper, and I was like, oh, maybe he just needed to little come through, and then
jumper looked stiff too. I was like,
I was like, poor Ron.
Who's the other one that I'm missing?
OG Ron. You got the Knicks squad. Rip Hamilton was there.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he airballed pretty badly.
Yeah, he wasn't really on it.
Little champion though. You can't take away his championship at least. No. But yeah, I like the skills performance, man. I like the.
That's cool.
Get into that. I get into that. I remember when they had the co-ed squads. That was pretty cool too.
Oh yeah.
So I get into it. I can get down with that. It's pretty fun. Yeah. Slam dunk contest. Do you think Carter Bryant was going to win it after probably his 3 dunks? After his first,
he had the best dunk of the night. Let me just say that.
Okay, which one? I do like that Kashad. I do like that Kashad Johnson over. Was it over E40?
Yeah, well, he did
that one, but yeah.
But he missed it on the first try.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Carter's first dunk to me was better than that. And then
it was the Vince, but it made you appreciate Vince's dunk. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the way he was able to contort his body, he kind of turned himself in a circle. Wow, also power dunking. It was like it just made you like really impressed with Vince's dunk. But yeah, Carter Bryant pulled it out, man. Pulled it out.
Yep. And that third dunk of Carter's was his best. That was the best of the competition. Like that, I was like, okay. I was like,
was it the side Jordan kind of dunk? Was that the one? He went from the side.
He went between the legs, threw it up, caught it between the legs, and dunked it.
Yeah, I think it's the one. Yeah, that was probably. Yeah, I think I'm trying. Jace Richardson almost died.
That was crazy.
I was like, dude, you can't just hit your head like that so hard, bro. Jesus.
Yeah.
Dunk
This
contest.
dunk, Jackson Hayes, this
Oh,
dunk
Jackson Hayes
contest.
with a JaVale McGee shacked in a full, bro. He went tried to do the Zach Levine Jordan free throw line dunk, and he stepped in like the middle of the lane and did it.
Didn't even go between his legs. He just
Yeah.
did a regular ass dunk. This dunk contest was terrible.
You didn't
This
like
dunk
the Kishad
contest was
Johnson dancing. Everybody was dancing. E40 was out there. Did
this
nothing
was
for you.
horrible. The dunk contest was bad. The dunk contest was a disgrace. This was probably one of the worst dunk contests I've ever seen in my life. Top 5 worst. If I wasn't a Spurs fan and a fan of Carter Bryant, it would have been the worst dunk contest I've ever seen in my life. This was trash.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Shout out to Carter Bryant, though. Do you think if he makes that dunk, he gets a 48 or whatever he needs to win? 40. I think it was needed like a 47.5 to win or something.
Probably, because I mean, even though he missed it on the first couple, like the judges are probably going to give him, some grace. But yeah, whatever. I mean, I'm happy for him. His confidence seems like it was growing, and then he just couldn't do it, bro. Like, here's the thing about guys in the dunk contest, right? Like, we're seeing guys that are very athletic in-game dunkers. They don't have tricks. Like, that's the thing about it. We don't see a lot of guys that have tricks, right? Like, Vince Carter had tricks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We saw Jackson Hayes go between the legs on that one dunk, but he barely did that. Like, let's just be honest. Like, he got it, but he barely did that. Paul George had tricks. John Wall had tricks. You know what I mean? Zach Levine had tricks. Aaron Gordon had tricks. Like, they were springy, but they could also do something like with the flexibility. A lot of dunkers can't do that. A lot of guys can't do it. That's why we probably won't see Zion do it, because I don't know if Zion has the tricks. Same with John
I saw him at the college, that high school dunk contest. Nah, him and LeBron you don't want them in the dunk contest. Like,
LeBron doesn't have the tricks. Everybody's like, oh, get LeBron doesn't have the tricks.
They have that power kind of like one arm dunk, in-game dunk. That's cool. That's
like MJ, for all intended purposes, MJ didn't really have tricks either, but he had more than LeBron, so he could pass for it, especially at that time.
He had the body type. He had the body type and like the aerodynamic ability. Like,
yeah,
you're either aerodynamic like that, or you're kind of a small guy can get away with it.
Yeah.
Aaron Gordon's probably the one that really like was impressive for his size, like being that big and be able to dunk like that. Sean Kemp.
Yeah, Sean Kemp. Don't get me wrong. JaVale McGee, when he did the dunk contest and he did the two dunk, that was cool, right? Yeah. He didn't get enough praise for that. Dwight Howard, right? He did the Superman dunk, okay, he did a little bit, but Kobe. He's not a big man, but Kobe had more tricks, I feel like, than MJ. And don't get me wrong, MJ dunked from the free throw line, which Kobe probably couldn't never do. Let's be honest. But other than that aerodynamic thing that you're talking about, like, there's not a lot of guys that have tricks. Like, honestly, like remember when Terrence Ross was in the dunk contest and he won it? Terrence Ross has tricks. Like, he can contort his body. You know what I mean? Iguodala had tricks. Like, it's about being able to do some certain things. We saw the dunks. Like, if you saw McClung and talk about the dunks he would have won the contest because he has tricks.
Yeah, shout out to McClung. He just got tricks. You got to give him credit. Him and the guy that had the ninja hair.
Jordan Kilgannon.
Yeah, he had tricks.
Jordan Kilgannon. I've been following that guy. He did the scorpion dunk. He has tricks.
Yeah.
Freaking because there's a few guys. They were a part of I think it's called the Dunk League. It was like him. There was the dude's a freaking science teacher in 7th or 8th grade. Clark. I think his name is Jordan Clark or something like that. Jonathan Clark. He has tricks. Guy Dupuis. He has like, these are guys that are very, like, being a creative dunker means you have to have the flexibility to do that. You know what I mean? Like, you can contort your body and get up there and behind the back, like, do all that stuff. You have to have that. And a lot of guys in the NBA don't have that. They're skilled. Don't get me wrong, because they're one of the best players in the world. They don't have that those tricks. Like, give me a high jumper, right? Somebody who does a high jump and track to be in the dunk contest. They can do it because they can hang in the air, be up there, and then get them to do
That's
the
why I think
tricks.
Jordan was successful. He had like a high jump sprinter body, like he was just built like that.
Absolutely, and because he's very aerodynamic, he could do some of this. But
And the
him
big
going
hands.
between, but him going between the legs around, I don't necessarily see him doing that. Like Levine was able to jump from far and go between the legs and dunk that. You know, and he took it to the layout. Vince Carter, like we said, when he did Jason Richardson, when he did his dunks, you know what I mean? Like we had guys that were able to do tricks. They weren't outside of, Jordan's the GOAT, don't get me wrong. Yeah. But, you know what I mean? We just don't have a lot of guys who can just do tricks like that. And that's why the dunk contest suffers, because we're looking at guys and we're like, who the hell are they? And then you have to ask a guy like
I think you need the names, and I think we need like, you know how rappers have ghostwriters? I think we need dunk writers. Like we need dunk like people that can just come up with these ideas. Like I don't want to see Matt McClung do it, but can you teach one of these guys to do it? Like can you teach can I get an Anthony Edwards and you work with him and he can do these dunks like he works in rap, because a lot of these guys can't rap. A lot of these guys have nothing to say, or they run out of, they've been in the game for so long.
Except for Damian Lillard.
Oh, Dame Time still got Dame Dollar. But they need ghostwriters to kind of bring up their material, work on their ideas, or kind of fit their persona of what kind of rapper they are. I think we need dunk writers.
Yeah, because I agree with you. So I'm just looking. I'm scouring around the league and looking at like, okay, who can really do the dunk contest right now that would make like with actual tricks, and you'd be like, oh snap, like that was lit. And I'm like, Castle did his thing last year, right?
Yeah,
like,
impressive.
Bro, who the hell is thinking about somebody making a layup, you catching it and going between the legs? And that was nasty. Yeah. He would have done that in the first time, man. He would have won the contest. It was nasty, bro.
Oh man, we almost had back-to-back winners.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, but and no shade to Carter, but he's not that type of freaky, creative. He's just very athletic vertically. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, he'll go up there and glass you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he got high on them.
Yeah, facts. But like, even to have like a guy like Wemby do it, like I've seen Wemby go between the legs before, which is impressive for a 7'5" guy. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But like, are we really looking at a Wemby kind of doing some, crazy ass tricks? I don't know.
Yeah, he would have to be a monster.
Like, you know what I mean? I don't see that. Who's the guy that plays for the Bucks? And he was in the dunk contest last year. And they were like, yo, he can jump out the gym, but he don't have tricks.
Who was it from the Bucks?
He played with Castle on UConn. He's about 6'9", kind of fair-skinned guy, afro. Is it Andre Jackson?
Oh yeah, Andre Jackson. Yeah,
Andre Jackson can jump out.
He was the original Castle before Castle.
He can jump out the gym, but he don't have any tricks.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, man.
It's definitely not easy, and it's definitely
it's not.
And especially with everything's been done already, but we still people be creative. So I don't know how you fix it. I mean, obviously you need the names, you need the tricks. So you gotta convince the names or high profile rookies to get in, and you gotta get trick writers or something. Like you gotta figure out something to help you out.
Like, bro, I'm put you like this. If a guy just like is able to throw the ball right, let it bounce, catch it, do a 360, and jam that thing, man, people gonna go crazy for that. Like, for real, people gonna be, yo. Then if he follows that up with, let's just say, throwing it off the side of the backboard, catching it, spinning in the air, you know how people are gonna go crazy for that. They do none of that. Even though, yes, has some of that been done before? Sure. Yeah. But the fact of them doing it in the moment when people are like, yo, what do they got next? People are going to be like, yo, damn, that was nasty. Especially doing it on the first time. Like, that's what I'm talking about. You have to have those type of creative tricks. Like you said, a dunk writer. I think that would be perfect. But the pass also has to be good, too, because some of these guys can't pass for shit. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm just like, why the hell are you out there?
You just got to get lucky at this point that we get another Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon situation where you're just like everything just hits at one time. It's probably very rare that we get a good dunk contest from time to time. Maybe we
Yeah.
have a good dunk here and there or a good performance from a player, but
Yeah.
to be like super competitive where you have like at least two guys that are going to go at it, it's going to be tough for a long time to make that happen. It'll obviously happen just by luck. You'll get people to go in there and just randomly happen, but yeah, it's a shame, man. It's a shame. It used to be a staple of the All-Star weekend. Used to be something that you remembered.
You know what they should do? If they want to really remake the dunk contest and do it. I mean, to be fair, it could get some people hurt. Don't get me wrong. But the G League does this. And it's when you have the guy trying to block somebody.
Oh shit! You want the slam ball? You want the slam ball?
Basically, it's basically that, because trust me, nobody wants to get dunked on, and boy, man, what, you know?
Everybody goes at Wemby. You want everybody to go Wemby? Well, not a Spurs fan. We'll keep Wemby out of it, but in theory,
right? But if you have some guys like, oh yeah, you know, he can block shots. Okay, bet. Let's see what you got. And you know, somebody get freaky with, boy, that would be nasty. What?
So NBA, we got some ideas. If you want to hit us up, Spurs versus everybody, all social medias. Drop a comment if you want us NBA. You know, you can always use the extra money. Let's see, 3-point contest. How'd you feel about it? Was Devin Booker choking?
Man, but
Dame Dollar.
A lot of people are like, yeah, you know, it's great to have Dame in it. This, that. This is what I'm gonna say. So we don't have to play any games just to, you know, keep the people. I get he's won it before, but come on.
Yeah.
Come on. You're going to literally sit here and tell me with not playing any games, shooting any shots, and Dame can just do it. At this point, hell.
And he's not going, it's not like he's going to play after this either. Like,
he's not going to play after this at all. So, hell, if shoots, let Steph in the damn contest if he want to be in it.
Yeah, you can just roll people out there at this point.
Damn right. So, I didn't like that.
Crutches out there, just lock and load.
He won. I don't get me wrong. He won. Cool.
Which is kind of sad too.
It's very sad. And don't get me wrong. I like Dame. I do like Dame. But it's like, come on, man. Like, I guess if you went for a story, fine. Yeah. But
whose idea is that? Is that the league's? Is that Dame's coming to the league and saying, I want to be in? Like, who makes that call?
It's probably both.
Why?
It probably come with a mutual agreement, in all honesty. But I mean, you know, I'm looking at some of the guys that were in the contest, and Bobby Portis, come on.
Bobby Portis, baby.
Come on.
Locked and loaded.
Norman Powell, come on.
Oh, shout out to Norman Powell, though.
Come on, man. Con Knipple, I get him.
Yeah.
I get Devin Booker, because Booker really should have won it, but he choked. Some people say he threw the contest.
That'd be kind of, I don't want to be double teamed. I don't know. That's kind of crazy.
You know, whatever. But some of these shooters, man, I'm just like, come on, man. Yeah. Come on.
Steph's probably in it if he's healthy.
Sure. I mean, you got to think about guys that can shoot. Historically, Luke Kennard can shoot. Luke Kennard can knock that shot down. You know what I mean? Like, why not give him a shot? You know, Clay's washed. I get it. I mean, Steph's going to try to get him in it for the legacy. Okay. You know, but let's just think of some guys who can just sit there and, like, you can just knock down some shots. You know what I mean? Hell, MPJ can shoot. Why not give him a shot?
So you don't want even all-stars. I mean, I guess Continental's an all-star. So no, they kind of like let it go. Like, basically, if you're in the so they opened it up. Yeah, they did open it up. So
I just don't know how. I don't know how they're doing it. I mean, I guess some of it is like, oh, you're one of the best shooters in the league or whatever. But Dame didn't play, so it's just like for the season.
Okay.
I don't know what I really don't know what they're looking at. So.
Shout out to Dame. Do you like the format, or should we start adding like obstacles, like a windmill, spinning windmills, and moving baskets? We start going just outrageous, like Willy Wonka style. or should we just go ahead and just keep it simple? And
I think the format is cool. I mean, if you want to add maybe a windmill or something to distract, to be a distraction, to see who can shoot under pressure like that, okay. But I
lethal
don't really
shooter, we
think
start adding spikes.
right. Hell,
Double
don't
rim.
lethal shooter in the damn contest. He probably would have beat them all.
It's your boy,
You know what I mean?
lethal shooter. Lethal shooter, contact us. Let Marshall and us work with you. See if you can turn us into even better shooters.
Facts. You know what I mean? Hey, lethal shooter, man.
So we can start taking out these other Spurs podcast people.
Lethal shooter.
You'll shoot them.
I'm not gonna say I'm a better shooter than you because I'm not.
Make the call. Make the call. Right now, I'm non-lethal shooter. That's what they call me.
But
non-lethal shooter.
Lethal shooter. I'm not a better shooter than you. I know that. But I can shoot a little bit.
I'll give you some a little bit. I'll give you a little some.
Don't get it twisted. Yeah, check out the unthinkable shot. Yeah, that was me.
I like the plug.
Yeah.
Let's see. We talked about the Rise of Star game. We talked about OG Ron and the Harpers. I guess we go to the big show now. The big game. How are we feeling overall? Overall grade for the All-Star game?
Overall grade for the All-Star game is a solid B.
Yeah, okay. I like that.
I give it a solid B, man, because we actually saw them trying. I mean, the games, with the exception of the last game, were not blowouts.
Oh, yeah, that was the OG is this round, I guess. It's like we don't got it.
Does that happen if Curry's there? Probably not. So
that team is crazy with Curry.
Oh, damn right. Damn right. But then at the same time, if Shea is there, then the world team might be looking a little bit disappointed in Luka and Jokic. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
yeah, they are who they are. We know
they are who they are for sure.
They're gonna drink beers and play Olay defense.
Yeah, but Luka wasn't hitting nothing. I mean, Jokic really didn't do a whole hell of a lot.
They're trying to arrest him.
Whatever. Wemby did his thing. He set the tone. He did good. Jamal Murray played like trash for the first
let us down.
Damn right, he sure did. But he stepped it up a little bit. Norman Powell, Denny, cool. Like, who saw Kawhi just going nuts like that?
Oh, that was one of the best. I don't care.
Insane.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't care. This guy will always have my heart. I don't care. I don't care if he stabbed us in the back and screwed our franchise. Bro, it's so fun to watch him, like, when he's healthy, when he's fully on. Like,
yeah, man. It was absolute
getting buckets, steals.
Man,
freaking havoc.
Absolute cinema. The way he did, and then Wemby almost hit that last shot.
Oh yeah. We got a Fox game winner. At least Fox came through, right?
After it almost gamed it a second time. Secondly, gamed it the first time because he tied it the first time. Yeah. He's got a Scotty Barnes game winner. What?
Yeah.
Like, Greg and chat, people who are listening.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you my idea, okay?
Okay.
To how I personally feel. If you want to make the NBA, if you want to make yourself better, you need to adopt this format of going to a damn target score for the season. For these season games. Because now, if you do that, just think about it. When we play pickup games, right? We're going to 12, 15, 10, whatever. Guys play harder, especially in the last minute, because you don't want people to score, especially if you know you got to do this, right? Yeah. So the way I look at it, this is how I think you should go about it, okay? I think you should have 24 points scored, 21 or 24 points scored per quarter, okay? So whoever reaches that, that's the end of the first quarter. Bang.
Okay.
Second quarter comes around, same thing. Third and fourth quarter, I feel like your target score should, come down to something along those lines. Or if you do 3 quarters timed in the fourth quarter, a target score of, 24, 30 points, whatever. I personally feel like that would be, I think that would be the way to go, because now Like you have to play. You know what I mean? You can't just sit back and rest guys. Like you got to make sure that you're out there hooping and going at it, and it brings out the competitiveness for me.
Yeah,
You
I like
know,
it. I definitely does that for sure. The only thing I'd be like thinking about is the one we would miss a lot of games that had like the big comebacks, like the ones that you scored 50 and a quarter or 40 and a quarter to close the game, close the game in the fourth, and then the comeback. Like
you
those
can
type of
still do
games,
that.
you would
Let's
eliminate
just
those with a
you
24 point.
should. You can still do that. You got 24 points. The team needs 24 points, and they just go cold because you got guys that are
Yeah.
locking you down, and they're down by 20 points and make a comeback. It could still happen. And to me, that makes it even more exciting because it's
It'd be
like, all
interesting
right,
subs too. Like, how do you do subs?
exactly.
Like,
You're gonna have to
that'd be
figure it
good.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the competitive. I love the competitive nature of that. Yeah, I definitely do love the competitive nature of a target score.
Yeah, I think you should have a target score, and you could still have the time running so you don't go over. It's like you either hit the target score or the time. It's one of the
Whoever's
two.
whoever's
Mhm.
lenient at the time.
Mhm. If
Okay.
you're just hot, you're just hot, and it just is what it is. But like, yeah, you gonna have to play now.
NBA, we're coming with big ideas here. Like this, if I see any of these happen, we're gonna sue you. You know that, right? We're gonna point to this video that
And
we
they're
came up
right.
with it. So just remember,
They're
you can
right.
just cut us a check. That's all you do is cut us a
Mhm.
check. More than
Yeah,
happy
but
to sell
yeah.
our ideas.
Yeah, but target scores are exciting, man. Like the first time they did a target score is right after Kobe had passed, RIP. But
Yeah.
it was bad in 2020, and they did that, and we saw a competitive fourth quarter. Like that was fun.
Yeah.
You had who was it that took a charge? Kyle Lowry took a charge. You know what I
Oh yeah.
mean? You had Embiid hooping, and the way the game ended, I hated how it ended with free throws. That's one thing I would
Oh
say.
yeah, that was nasty. I
I,
hate free
I
throw
would
endings.
say for me, if the team gets free throws, the other team should get one extra possession.
You know what I want? I want one-on-one. If you get free throws, I want one-on-one. We'll let the guy who's shooting the free throws, and then your best defender. Let's go.
Okay, I like that.
Something like, and it can't be anticlimactic like that. You just you have to
Exactly.
there has to be something. You have to give me
Yeah,
something.
like Edgecombe hit the two free throws. I was
Or
like,
like maybe your worst defender. If you want to call it like since they're free throws and they're supposed to be easy,
they get
give me
to
the
pick
worst
whoever they
defender.
want.
Yeah, there you go. We'll give you whoever you want, and then you go at it, and then
Okay, you
at
get three
least make it a little
dribbles.
fun. At least make it fun. Yeah,
And
three dribbles.
yeah,
Make it
and you
really
get
fun.
three dribbles, 3 or 4 dribbles. I can see that. That'll be kind of cool. It's either that or the other team gets one extra possession.
Yeah. See, we're coming up with great ideas. The NBA could be fixed. The NBA All-Star game could be fixed.
Just the regular season could be fixed because some of these games, like I
Yeah.
don't need to see the Knicks getting blown out by 50 by the Pistons or the Knicks blowing out the Sixers by 50.
I guess that brings us to a big topic we can talk about a little quick. Obviously, everybody wants to shorten the season. A lot of the media members are pushing to shorten the NBA season. Is that something you're interested at all, or you
Depends on
think
how
it
they
could
do
just,
it.
yeah,
Depends on how they do it because I would like to, if I could, I would adopt the way they do it overseas, especially in soccer, where you have shortened season, then you have different little tournaments outside of the season, which you would have to expand the NBA all over the place because, to be fair, you have teams coming out of the English Premier League, the EPL, right? Like Manchester United, Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, whatnot, and then you have Barcelona, Real Madrid, and you have AC Milan. They're all coming out of their different leagues. And those top guys, top teams coming out of those different leagues combine together to make the UEFA
okay.
Cup. And that's like the best teams but that's outside of their regular season in their respective leagues. And I would love to do something like that. Problem is, you're not going to have enough teams do it because it's only here in the States and the best players come to the States. So you would have to branch it out further. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, or at least among North America, that would be kind of interesting because it is all that is taking place in Europe. So they're all in the same continent, right? But that would be something that would be interesting. Also, in the respective leagues, if you are a bottom 3 team, you're getting relegated to a league below you. So it'd be like if you're a bottom three team in the NBA, you're getting dropped to the G League, and those G League teams are coming up. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it would be interesting. It would be interesting, but they would have to redo the contracts and this, that, and the other, and negotiate deals. And I know
Yeah. There's a lot of
players
logistics
would,
behind the scene.
yeah, players would not be getting the money that they're getting right now for sure. So they wouldn't be for it. And I get
Yeah.
it, I understand it, whatever. But that would be fun to see for me.
Yeah. I think we talked a little something like sort of like that about tanking too. We also talked about like maybe the worst teams being downgraded to another league if they're going to keep
Absolutely.
tanking.
Damn right. And shoots, you're not getting those picks. Good luck.
Yeah. That's another big topic about tanking now. It's like everybody's upset the Jazz are resting Triple J, and well, they were. Triple J has, I think it's a tumor, right? He's getting operated on or something.
I don't know.
In his leg or something. He's officially out, but they were just resting during third and fourth quarters, blatantly, I guess. We've seen blatantly before, so I don't know why it's so. But it is what it is. I don't know what they're gonna do about tanking. They'll tweak it as much as they can. It's tough because
somebody
you don't
said
want
get rid of the draft altogether. I was like, well, nah, you can't do that.
Oh yeah, drafting. They'll just let players like pick their own positions or negotiate.
Yeah,
then you get a situation where like you could load up like the Yankees and stuff.
That's pretty dumb.
Teams would go to the big markets like LA automatically.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you're the worst team, maybe you should get the number one pick rather than a lottery. But
it's flat odds now, so
yeah. But I guess that also
usually the worst team doesn't even get the first pick now. It's like more like the fourth team.
Yeah, or you have like the Chicago Bulls deal, or the way the Oklahoma City traded and got a top pick. So
crybaby at Oklahoma City. Speaking of those guys, crybabies. They're the ones apparently behind the scenes pushing the upsetness about Utah tanking because obviously Utah has their if it is outside the top 8, I believe, it goes to OKC, and so OKC's like, well, look what they're doing. It's like, bro, what y'all did. So like,
I sent SGA and Horford.
Yeah. So like, let's chill out on pointing fingers here. Sam Presti. Anyways, y'all are pretty greedy. If y'all that scared of the Spurs and other teams that y'all need another top pick. I guess so, because we're coming for that ass in the playoffs. We're coming for that ass, son. Right. Let's see. Wimby's shoes or Carter Bryant's shoes? You saw the alien hyper reflective shoes, the GTs, I think they call Nike GTs. Or Nike, I believe, or was it Jordan Brand or Nike in general gave Carter Bryant the infrared ones?
I think it was Nike. But I don't know. I'd probably give the slight edge to Carter shoes.
Okay. We love both Wemby and Carter Bryant, so shout out to y'all. I'm trying to think if Fox had a shoe. He probably, I'm sure he had. No, I don't know. I think I remember seeing some Fox Super fans talking about like Under Armour didn't come out with anything. But he was a replacement, so maybe they didn't really intend.
Yeah, have time to do it or intend for it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it would have been nice to have a nice little swiper shoe.
Yeah, shout out for Fox for hitting that game winner.
Came through for the Spurs. Overall, grade for the Spurs performances in all these things. We'll go A through F.
I guess Carter Bryant was the only one that actually won something,
huh? The Rising Stars, right? He was team one.
With team
Carter Slash Bros. Team Slash Bros with Harper and Castle lost.
Yeah, but I was saying he was on Vince Carter's team, though.
Yeah, he was a replacement for Cedric Howard.
Yep. Carter on Carter's team.
Yeah. Someone gave him nasty though. Someone did him nasty.
I don't remember.
Someone crossed him nasty style. I was like, oh my god.
I don't remember.
He was just left. I'd look it up, but yeah. Other than that, he won. So shout out to that. It was a good performance in the dunk contest. It kind of a shitty situation, but he did his thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully it brings him confidence going into the second part of the
For sure.
season. Right?
He looks like he's starting to get his confidence. He's starting to come in to,
I think the shot was like the one thing I was like just pressed about. It was like, bro, like you can't be missing like so badly like this. Like,
yeah, but I had a feeling he was going to get it because his shot mechanics didn't look bad. He just wasn't hitting them, or he was shooting a little bit too hard. But now that Mitch isn't pulling him as quickly and he's actually giving him a chance to play, I think Carter is going to he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Cornrows, Carter Bryant. How we feeling?
Cornrows, Carter Bryant is
swag,
Cornrows confident. Cornrows confident Carter.
Okay, triple C. I like it.
Triple C.
That kind of wraps it for me from All-Star game.
Yeah.
Trying to think. I give my Spurs a solid. I give them a B plus because Wemby setting the tone in the All-Star game was cool, and Carter Bryant showing out makes it up for me. And at least Team Splash Bros, they're probably the favorites to win it all, but they at least made it to the finals. So
yeah. I'll give it a B, solid B.
Yeah.
They played pretty good. I mean, wish they could have won something, but it is what it is.
Yeah. So super fun. The Spurs are now a part of All-Star Weekend more. We're in the dunk contest now. We're in the Rising Star Rookie Challenges games.
We'll be in the 3-point contest soon enough.
Yeah, we'll eventually get somebody in there. A lot of people were mad about Champagne not being in there, which was someone's like,
nah, they don't play him enough.
Yeah, I'm kind of cool with maybe. I think.
Yeah.
So overall, All-Star game week. Okay, good.
All-Star weekend, yeah. Gives a B minus C to me.
Oh yeah, okay.
Was just
one more thing. Is the Linsanity Drewski run over? Is Drewski over? Is it like I'm out on? I think I'm out on Drewski right now. I think I'm out. I've been over Drewski'd.
On certain things, yes.
Okay.
Like, is he being a little bit oversaturated? I could say that.
I mean, everybody reached there. Will Ferrell got there. Kevin Hart got there. Mostly comedians get there very quickly.
Yeah. I mean, because do not get me wrong. His
Haddish got there quickly.
His skit with the preachers was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. But him being with the All-Star,
and nothing wrong with. I mean, I'm not hating on Drewski at all because his run was, he was well worth it. His run was, very good. And it's just like at some point you're like, maybe I'm kind of cool on Drewski.
I think he still has a little bit left. I mean, by him doing the passing, I was like, okay, we didn't really need that.
Yeah.
To be fair. But I think he's still got some funny stuff left in him.
Might not be Chicago D Rose anymore, but Minnesota D Rose, would he get 50?
Yeah.
So maybe there's a 50 piece for Drewski somewhere still left.
Yeah.
And I think he was like in 6-man running at one time too.
Something like that. The celebrity game was absolute trash.
Oh, I definitely didn't watch that.
Celebrity game was horrible. They're trying to make it too much like the second Space Jam with all the bells and whistles and new rules and crap and Taco Fall being in the game. Why the hell is Taco Fall? Yeah, just stupid.
Oh, shout out to I definitely give the Clippers dome major credit. That was super cool seeing that.
Yep. They did a good job.
Yeah, definitely love the Clippers dome. So shout out to Bomber, shout out to that. Probably see what happens with the investigation. Maybe if Kawhi's hooping like this, they kind of leave it alone. But that's pretty much All-Star Weekend. We can do anything around the league. Not really, nothing.
Well, before we got to talk about for Spurs. So the Spurs just signed Mason Plumlee to a 10-day contract.
Duke legend, your favorite Dookie.
Yep. guys, I'm gonna tell you that I'm not mad at this one bit because Mason Plumlee is athletic. He could be a rim protector at times. He's actually a decent passer and he hustles. He's different from Cornette, right? And he gives you more at this point than Olenek, although I believe they're like somewhere around the same age.
Yeah.
So I would actually like to see him get some run with the team. And if he does well, I would love to see him with the team for the rest of the year because at that point, now if you start him at some point, you could push Wemby to the floor and put Harrison on the damn bench.
Yeah. I'm totally out on Mason Plumlee. He's pretty washed at this point. He's pretty awful. So I don't think he'll last even 10 days, to be honest with you. But we'll see. I mean, he gets 10 days to prove himself. Maybe he moves out Biombo for that backup center role. I don't see him ever playing unless, everybody goes down. Wemby goes down. Cornette goes down. So we'll see. I mean, I could be wrong. You could be right. I could be right. You could be wrong. We'll have to see what Mason Plumlee still has left in the cards. But he's a Spurs guy. Like, honestly, he's not going to talk. He's not going to complain or do anything. He's clean cut. He's smart. He went to Duke. He can run the option, the offense where he hands the ball off. He's a decent enough passer. So he's a Spursy guy. So
he'd be a little bit of a lob threat too, no lie.
Yeah, he definitely still has a little bit
and
juice in the legs.
Some tough, hard screens too. Like
yeah.
I don't know, man. Like I'm a little optimistic on what he may potentially bring. You might be right. More than likely, will probably be right. He probably won't get too much time unless Spurs just blowing the team out and then whatever. But I do hope he gets an opportunity to, prove himself, and they'll see if they keep him for the rest. Because I mean, you can't do worse than Olenek.
Yeah, Olenek's pretty well. I mean, they're about the same. Honestly, they're pretty much the same. I probably believe in Mason Plumlee to play a little lick of defense versus Kelly Olynyk. So. But Kelly can kind of sprays the floor. I don't know. It's a weird thing. But yeah, I probably get the edge. It'd probably be Mason Plumlee, Kelly Olynyk, and then Biombo. Those are or maybe Biombo. I don't know. It's tough, man. That's a tough.
I think Plumlee can actually be a little bit of a rim threat, a lob threat.
Yeah.
So that's why I get a little optimistic about it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of when I last saw Mason Plumlee actually play in them, like on a team.
He was with the Hornets last year, and I actually saw him mix somebody up, go between the legs, and dunk.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, again, it was the Hornets, so it is what it is. But
so shout out to Mason Plumlee. You got 10 days to prove yourself, or you're going to be cut, and the Spurs will find another player to take a chance on. So. If you want a chance to possibly be on the bench of a Western Conference NBA championship team, you better get out there and do something.
Yep.
So
right.
We'll see what.
Part of me still feels like the Spurs are going to somehow end up with freaking Chris Middleton because I believe he's supposed to get bought out by the Mavs.
Yeah, I just don't see where he plays. I mean, he'd have to play after. I mean, you eventually saying that Carter Bryant's not ready or shouldn't get no minutes in the playoffs, so you go with Milton. But Milton does. I mean, he was efficient, but he's definitely can't play any defense anymore.
No.
So, somebody will take a chance. I imagine like maybe in the Bucks reunion. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen to Chris Middleton.
Well, he could end up going to.
Someone will take a chance.
Phoenix. He could end up going to Phoenix, maybe Minnesota, something like that.
Someone will take on a chance to see if they can just drain the last a bit. And the Spurs usually are typically the type of team that will try to drain the last of a vet and see if they have the last juices on a vet and see if they can get lucky and just have one showing, like one playoff series or whatever. So could be right. I know Pop definitely loves Chris Middleton. But it's hard to say because he wouldn't play over Vassell. He wouldn't play over Keldon.
No.
He would have to get minutes from Champagnie, Carter Bryant, Harrison Barnes. At that point, you're saying he's probably not going to play then. Like I just don't. It's hard to see where the minutes come for of a Chris Middleton where to come in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe just have that vet presence too. You know, you could.
Yeah, if he just wants to hang around, maybe do the Tracy McGrady role, just chill.
Yeah, we'll
But
have to
yeah,
see.
we'll see what the Spurs do. Man, I really think they need a 4-5 to be honest with you, but it's
Yeah,
very slim pickings. So they
what's
went
still
with
we
the
got in
backup.
Bagley?
Yeah, so they're going with the third string, fourth string center. Um, it's depth. We need depth. You know, you never know what happens in the playoffs. You don't want to be a team that's like has to put Keldon at the 5 because you're like, we don't have anybody else.
Especially the way Cornette is kind of
He's the GOAT. Cornette's the GOAT. Don't ever sleep on Cornette again. Don't ever hate. GOAT. GOAT. I mean, we're in second place, but probably because of him, a lot of him. Anchoring the second unit
especially the
going
block.
Yep, the block. He definitely needs to pick it up offensively. He's been really passive offensively. He's just
Yeah, I don't like that.
He's really turned into like Jakob almost like a worse Jakob. Like doesn't want to look at the offense. And I saw in Boston and in the beginning of the year where he was a lot more, putting up 14 and 10s, 14 and 10s, and so. But we do have a lot. It is a problem because we do have a lot of talented perimeter players that want to score. So that does become a problem at some point,
Yeah, but when playoffs come around and you actually need to go dump it down low and get an inside presence, because Cornette's actually not a bad free throw shooter. Like you're gonna have to do that and slow the game down. So
yeah, they'll hunt mid ranges with Vassell, Fox, Castle hunt the mid range. There's a lot of talented. I think the main problem is too much talented perimeter players. Sometimes you see it even getting the ball to Wemby is hard because people are just trying to do their own thing.
yeah.
But Cornette, pick it up offensively, please. Mason Plumlee, get past 10 days and do something for us. I'd be pleasantly surprised, and hopefully I'd be happy because that would mean we have one more good piece to go after a championship with. So, anything else Spurs related? Trying to think. We had a death, but I can't remember who. Maybe that was around the league somewhere.
It was around the league. I forget.
It
was Denver Nuggets former Nuggets coach Bo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
RP. I think that's it. Anything around the league? We're in the final stretch.
Well, nothing I can really think of, man. I mean, we'll just see what the last bit of the year looks like. We made some trades. We'll see what this looks like. I don't really have anything too much to say.
Yep. And I think that's it, man. We hit a nice 30, 45, 48 minutes. Okay, 48-minute little session about the All-Star game. Pretty good. We had great ideas. NBA hit us up. Lethal Shooter, come work with us. We're trying to crush other podcasts. So this has been Spurs versus everybody. All-Star weekend recap. I guess that's slow. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Drop a comment about if you liked the All-Star game. Who was your top Spurs performer in the All-Star? Probably Wemby, but other than Wemby, do you have anybody else, or what was your favorite moment? Make sure you make sure you follow us across all social medias at Spurs versus everybody. Make sure I don't say Spurs versus everything. Marshall Best, Marshall. I always forget your Twitter. I always think it's
Marshall Best 14. Yeah,
Marshall Best 14. He's always tweeting during the games. Make sure you like and retweet those.
IG is Cool Best M2.
Yep, hit him up there too. That's it, man. And I think we're out.
Peace.